almost said. We can start yet. Oh, I can't say it right now.
Dang.
Why are you nervous?
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing that. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
Can you imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got none other than my dog, Cata's worst tantrum, Corey Davis. And underneath us both, man, we got the upset, the OG, the disappointed Lady Gamecock fan, Chuck Little John. My dog, what's up, baby?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Man, it's a good Easter, man. I don't even want to call it Easter. A good resurrection. Resurrection Sunday, man.
Yeah.
He has risen. He is risen, man. Sunday. So it's been good. Our church, we're at a different spot now, so we moved to a different building, and we
Okay.
actually have not a Rome complex, but an actual facility that we're actually in, man.
Y'all open it up for Easter?
Yeah. We did it for Easter, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
Nice.
So our first service was today, man. So it was amazing. Such a blessing to see the growth in Gate City Buckhead, man. So yeah, it went well. It went well, man.
Nice. How was your Easter, OG?
Well, it's pretty good. I turned the TV on, started watching the game this afternoon. Yeah, church this morning was great. Yeah, I mean, church was real, real good. I think we had Tasha. How many people joined church? How many people joined the church today? 11 people joined the church today.
Let's
wow.
go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a group. I can't remember what they call it. It's a dancing group. Young ladies, spiritual dancers, and a lot of them weren't actually members of the church, know their parents, but they all decided today to join the church.
Oh man, I love
That's
that.
what's
I
up.
love
Yeah.
that. I love that. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what it's about.
Oh, man.
That's what it's about, man.
My-
Growing,
my-
discipling out there. Go ahead, OG.
What's
Y'all
up?
doing it up over there.
What did your OG disciple? Now I'm not gonna take credit for that.
there.
I just had to be there witnessing. I wasn't a disciple for it.
Y'all
Look,
all disciples, man. Y'all all disciples in there. Yeah.
Right.
The way you walk, the way you move, man. People see that. So you are a disciple, bro. You are a disciple, man.
My son had asked me. He asked me one question, then he hit me with a statement, right? And so he goes, he said, "Dad," he said, "what did eggs have to do with Easter?" And I was like, and I don't get deep in Bible lore, and I was like, and then you hear my other son go, "It's propaganda to sell candy. It has nothing to do with it." And I was like, I guess it's got to have something to do with it, right? I said the cracking of the egg, and I said rebirth, and then you hear my son go, "Dad, I'm so." He was like, "Seriously?" And I was like, My bad. Look, I said, let's just get off this. And then the oldest one comes over and goes, it's crazy. He said, on the 4th, this will mark the anniversary of Martin Luther King's assassination, right?
Mhm.
And I go, yeah. He said 1968. He said, Dad, he said, you were born 10 years later. And I was like, and I looked. He said, like, basically, you were born close to when Martin Luther King died. He said, that was a long time ago. And I said, I was, because I didn't pay attention to that. And I was like, I said, I was born 10 years after he died. And as I had to think about that, and I was like, I guess I am. And he said, yeah, you were born in the olden days. And I was just like,
We,
all right.
What would you say to me?
You were there. He would. If
You
if I
was a
told him
witness.
that,
You was a witness.
he would have said you were there. But
It's
I was
funny
7
you
years
say
old.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
It's funny
7?
you say that, man.
Mhm.
Wow.
Crystal and I was talking today, and she was saying she was listening to V1 not V103 1075,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, I was just like, I didn't have my Bluetooth attached to the car, so I was just listening to the radio. Well, she doesn't never listen to the radio.
Yeah.
So she's like, but she didn't want to listen to, the hippity hop, the new genre of music that's going on right now.
Hippity
So
hop.
she was, yeah, so she wanted to. She's like, let me find my old school music. So
Yeah.
she's like, let me turn to 107.5. Normally 107.5 is the old school, our
Yeah.
generation,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
like our parents' generation, and so they started playing music in our time. And she was like, wait a minute, why are they playing like this ain't oldie? And then she was like, wait a minute, am I am I a oldie now? Like, are we
Yeah.
listening to my generation of music? She's not thinking about her parents' generation of music when she was that age. And she
Yeah.
was like, wow, I am that parent now. Like, yeah, we are getting there, man. We are at that point.
The worst thing my son had told me, he said, how did y'all used to wear suits every day? I said, I ain't wear no suit every day. I said, what you talking about? He said, I see the pictures when, I didn't wear a suit every day. And I said, what made you think? They said, when we see those pictures in the 70s when you were born, I said, I was born then. I didn't wake up and put on a suit. I said, what you talking about? But I had to think about how they, like you just said, how they erased the history and how they changed stuff. All they see is photos. And he just said, I couldn't have worn a suit every day, And I said, I didn't wear a suit.
And you think about it. And honestly, when I thought looking at like the back in the days of Harlem Nights, you think they just wear suits all the time.
They wear a suit.
Yeah, they may not have, but that's all we know is when we think of that era is suits.
My granddad, he don't call them. He don't wear. He never wore short. They call them short pants.
Mhm.
And he go, we just didn't wear short pants. And I was like, what's a short? Oh, shorts. He said short pants. He said unless we go on swimming. He said, but you didn't wear short pants.
Yeah, interesting.
But yeah, man.
Man.
Happy Resurrection Day, fellas.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And yes, Easter is a pagan holiday, is what they call it, because America wants they want to capitalize off people celebrating something.
It's bad when a
So,
14-year-old tells you that
yeah.
too.
Yeah. So no, there isn't. Okay, no Easter bunnies.
And what does the bunny have to do with it?
Yeah. All right, man. Let's welcome everybody out there. My dog James Littlejohn for being first in the barbershop chair, riding Littlejohn, and anybody else that may be out there, man. See you out there. Put your name in the chat, man. This is an interactive show, man. We want to interact with you all. Let us know what you think and how your Resurrection Sunday was today. And everybody out there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, remember when you come to the channel, man, tell a friend, bring a friend, and when you come, don't come by yourself. This is episode 63, season 6, man. We got a great show for you all today. We're going to jump on to what we did not finish on Wednesday, talking about the Jerry Jones and, of course, George Pickens situation and their agent. And
What was that?
what was that?
Did
Something
you
happened?
see?
I missed it. Yeah, I didn't see it. But yeah, so and his agent and Jerry Jones dealing with that, and then of course we got to talk about.
I'm sorry. Did you do that, OG?
What do you do?
So a thumbs up came across up top of your head,
I did it.
and like a
Okay.
bubble.
Don't grab IG? Yeah,
Yeah, you did that.
I did not do it, Corey.
Yes, you did.
I did not. You blaming me? I did not.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
somebody
did not.
did.
I did not. I don't think I do it. Make the sound, man.
Oh,
Okay.
well, thank
Hey,
you, TCY
It
family.
cost my life.
somebody gave
G
me
a
a thumbs up, man. I appreciate that. And also, we'll be jumping into of course, what OG is upset with, man. The women's national championship game between UCLA and South Carolina, and then we'll talk about the upcoming game tomorrow night on Monday at 8:50, between UConn and Michigan. And we'll talk about first that Final Four matchup between those four teams, and then of course we'll talk some Kirk Cousins talk, man. We gotta talk a little Kirk Cousins. The man keeps making deals, getting deals, man. We're gonna talk about agents. David Mulugeta, and now we gotta talk about his agent and Mike McDonald as well, man. And I do want to talk about Shedeur Sanders and what Todd Monken has said about the other quarterbacks on that Cleveland Browns organization, man. So, but before we do any of that, man, we have to give our wonderful sponsor, none other than Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, a big shout out. Cooking Dad.
Everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
No, Ariel.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very first segment. All right, fellas, man, let's go ahead and let's start right here in the women's college basketball. What a season for both of these organizations, both of these colleges, man, and UCLA, and going 38-1, and you have the South Carolina Gamecocks who went 36-4 for the season, man. What a great season they both had. But UCLA comes out on top today in I'm gonna say, man, it was a blowout, a 28-point win versus South Carolina, man. And I think South Carolina didn't play their best game, and UCLA played their best game of the season today, man. So,
Can I start with a statement on this on G?
Absolutely, you can.
And this is to the OG, man. And I've been watching your squad all year, man. And I thought it was their year, but the last two games started controversy, and then I watched some WNBA players, some ex UConn stars, and because some of them were butthurt. Some saying ball don't lie. Some saying I know, right? Some saying ball don't lie. Some saying this is karma. This is what's supposed to happen because of the last game. What's your statement to that when they say that, for those people like G always say, he's an avid baller. Ball don't lie. That do they? I mean, I know they were hurt behind the last game, but tell me what happened here, brother. Ball don't lie.
Well, the first thing I want to say is that is distasteful.
Sure, of course.
When you get your feelings hurt and get your team get your butt kicked, then you're just trying to make a way of trying to come back and make an excuse as far as what's happening. And that's just, to me, I don't know the word I could use for it other than distasteful.
Did the frustration from the last game affect this game?
No, I'm gonna address your first statement first.
Okay.
Of the players talking about karma and all this kind of stuff. It just shows you how ignorant they are because of UConn players. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
because
of course.
when UConn beat South Carolina last year, you heard nothing from South Carolina fans in that matter. Mm-hmm. But because UConn got outplayed and didn't get the call they've been getting the whole tournament, and got their coach telling bald-faced lies on TV. Mm-hmm. Now they want to come back and say karma. Karma is what got you where your team is. Watching somebody else play. That's karma. Karma, your coach out there trying to call another coach out, talking about what they saying on the court, calling the team out, saying they ripped your player's jersey when your player ripped their own jersey. And then that ridiculous act you pulled at the end of the game because you up in your feelings because you got your butt beat and stopped your 54-game winning streak. That's karma. So that's how I feel about that. Now, if you want to ask me what happened in this game, you want G to comment on that first before I say talk about the game?
Go ahead, G. Oh, my bad.
Oh no, you're good.
I'm saying
I'm 100% with OG on this one, man. I think that's distasteful. I think it's cowardly. I think it's okay to root for a team, and I think we all do it, man. If a team beats you, I think we root against them at the end. But to come out, especially the former players, to come out and call it karma, I don't think South Carolina did anything in that game that deserves a karma statement or tag to their performance. And so I think that's just a cop out and I think it's distasteful to the game.
Yeah.
And what Gino did yesterday was I can't respect that from a coach who tries to teach kids how to handle loss, handle defeat, handle I don't want to say failure, but handle trials and tribulations that come your way. And what he displayed in trying to show them that was not something that I would want my child to do if they were in that situation. So I don't think he handled it well. And then to come back and not come back and say, "Oh man, you know what? I let my emotions get the best of me." In the heat of battle, I didn't act as I should have.
So you don't accept the apology that he wrote?
He went and stood 10 toes down on, I said what I said. So
well, he did apologize, G.
Did he? Okay. Recently?
Yeah,
I didn't see an apology. Okay. I didn't see an apology. Okay.
Yeah, he apologized.
He wrote a statement.
That's just trying to smooth the road and get out on social media.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't see the statement where he apologized.
Because so what you're doing is, you have acted.
Oh, I think he froze up. Go ahead.
Froze up.
Yeah.
Oh,
go ahead.
Oh, who going?
What I was saying was, is that I agree with what Muffin McGraw said. I mean, it's a double standard for him. You would try to criticize Dawn Staley for not coming out. You there 3 minutes, but yet still, Dawn Staley does her post where she go in and greets all of the staff, even the people behind the scoreboard and stuff. But yet still, you go rat and rave, tuck your little tail and run to the locker room, and even leave your players out there on the court. You ain't care enough about your own players at this point in time.
He said that she was grandstanding.
And on his apology, his apology was to the staff. You didn't have an issue. Your issue wasn't with the staff when this happened. It wasn't with the staff. Your apology was with Dawn Staley. So if you wanted to make him a true apology, then you should have mentioned Dawn Staley's name. You didn't argue with the staff.
Right.
Yet you go apologize to the staff and the players. No. That's just trying to get them out of hot water, getting everybody off on social media off of it. That's all it is. I don't accept it at all. Just a ploy. That's all it is.
And this is the statement that he said. There's no excuse for how I handled the end of the game versus South Carolina. Oriana said in a statement issued through the school. It's unlike what I do and what our standard here is here at Connecticut. I want to apologize to the staff and the team at South Carolina. It was uncalled for in how I reacted. The story should be how well South Carolina played, and I don't want my actions to detract from that. I've had a great relationship with their staff, and I sincerely apologize to them. And so I'm with OG. Like why, if you are sincerely apologizing, why haven't you gone to talk about Don Staley? Because that's who the issue was with. That's who you had the confrontation with, not the entire staff. And now you should apologize to the staff because you didn't shake their hands either at the end of the game. But the confrontation was with Don Staley. Call Don Staley by her name and say you apologize to Don Staley. But that's a yeah. I'm with OG, man. I don't like you're not owning up to what you did, and that's I don't like that at all.
So he had a problem where he said he called. He said Don Staley was grandstanding because he said he sat there for about 3 minutes waiting for her to come over and shake hands, and then he said that the I guess the judgment on both coaches. He said that I guess she curses and she says some awful things to the refs throughout the game a lot, and she gets away with a lot of stuff, and that's probably why he didn't call her name out personally to apologize. Because for one, I'm thinking when I listened to his comments
during the game,
no, afterwards, after the game, when I listened to his comments after the game, he was still butthurt behind her actions, so to speak. Right? He, like I said, use the words grandstanding, use the words, using profanity, and how she gets away with how she talks to the refs.
Let me ask you this: did he say that last year when they beat him?
That's exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
That did not come up, nevertheless, because I said you won last year. But I'm just saying he did bring that up this year with how he felt like she worries more like about the spotlight than the game. And he just said that it was very distasteful, very, very disrespectful to have the opposite coach wait 3 minutes. If you go on a grandstand, you shake the coach's hand first, then you go to doing all the the Don Staley stuff. But I'm not sure if this is jealousy, if he really has a problem with Don Staley. But it goes back to the statement that he just made. Mm-hmm. He did the team staff, not Don Staley, and I don't think he'll ever do that. Now, to be fair, Don said that they don't have a relationship. They never have. They've had mutual respect for each other. Mm-hmm. But in her 17 or 18 years at South Carolina, mm-hmm. they've never had a mutual respect, especially on her way up to the precipice that she's at now. Mm-hmm. He's never been happy for her. He's never been, this is a coach in the league that's done brought a team from nothing to something. Mm-hmm. He's never been that person. And I don't think he'll ever be. Now, mind you, this ain't the first one he's done that way. He did the same thing with what's the coach from Tennessee? Summit. He didn't like Summit either. Now, remember they had B too.
Anybody who challenges him, he don't like.
There you go. So is he gonna change? No.
But keep this in mind though. Mm-hmm. The same time he was ratting and raving with Holly Rowe, right? Mm-hmm. That's when it first came out about what Don Staley says on the sideline. Right? Mm-hmm. Doing that interview with Holly Rowe, during the game.
Mm-hmm.
And that same interview is the same time when he said that he's never been in a game where his player's jersey has gotten ripped, and the officials come back and say, we didn't see that. Mm-hmm.
So she ripped her jersey in frustration, right? Well, she was pissed and she ripped her own jersey, right?
But did you hear what he said?
Well,
he didn't say it was ripped by her. At the end of that quarter, it was the final play of that quarter. He said that he's the first time he's ever seen his player's jersey get ripped, and the officials say they didn't see it. The same time he ratted to get by Don Staley. So to me, I'm not adhering to nothing you say when you come up with a blatant lie like that.
Did the player lie about it though? I mean, like,
no, he did.
He did it person. Oh.
He did. You don't come out and make a statement against. No, what I'm saying is he made the statement that insinuated that the South Carolina player had torn his player's jersey.
In game. So you know how they do the in game. They do the in game interviews before after the quarters are over. They did an interview with him going into the fourth quarter, and that's what he said.
And that's what I'm asking. Do you think that he was misunderstood or misquoted by thinking that that somebody tore his player's jersey?
Before you come out and accuse somebody or something,
get
your facts right.
I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm trying to think.
You don't
Would
come
I
out
thought
and
would
cue
I
somebody
would I have
and you
thought
don't
my
cue the
own
official saying
player
it.
tore her own jersey though? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That would if I'm coaching.
Somebody should have told him. You got a whole staff. That staff is going to look for challenges. They're going to look for everything.
Yeah.
So fill you in before you go out there giving the press conference.
Yeah. James tore his own
jersey. As soon as he
jersey.
said that, what did they go and do?
Yeah.
What they go and do? As soon as he said what they go and do, they show her tearing her own jersey.
Her own jersey, yeah.
I'm
James
not
Littlejohn
gonna
did
him
say
say-
James did say that they said he also called Don personally.
Now let me say this, G. When they asked her that when she had her press conference, she said, "I'm focused on the game." She didn't say that he called. She just said, have you spoke to him personally?
Okay.
And she said, "I'm focused on the game." Like even if he probably did try to call personally, she wasn't trying to hear that mess right then. You know what I'm saying? That's what I took from it.
Okay, I'm gonna say something else. The first thing G said when he read that apology. Did you catch on with the first thing G said? First thing G said was from the university. Not from Gino. From the university. Do you know what that tells me? That tells me that the university issued that apology for Gino. Why would you word it like that?
Because he went off on the deep end before he knew the facts.
Right. So, and they covered for him. He didn't make that apology.
So James said he said it again after the game, and he had to know by then that she didn't tear his jersey. That they didn't.
Yeah,
that they didn't
he said this stuff in the press. He was. I said what I said.
Yeah, I was gonna say at the press conference he was still in his feelings, and then like it's official. That was at the end game statement. Then you have a little time because they want you fresh right after the game,
right?
So you don't have a lot of time to speak with them. They want your emotions and feelings fresh right after that. And I know them cats they get maybe 5 minutes to talk to their players, and then they got to go to the podium.
Right.
But I'm gonna say some stuff because it pisses me off. But you had opportunity. I don't know, but what's her name? The one that tore jersey.
Was it 50? She had him. She put on 55, but she's number 21, right?
Yeah, she put on 55.
Can't remember her name. Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Strong was in that press conference with him. Sarah Strong told the press in frustration, "I tore my jersey." He had opportunity to correct his mistake right then and there.
And still didn't.
Didn't do it.
Yeah.
Your player telling you, I tore my own jersey in frustration.
Right.
But by that time, on this stage, he done already cut up. He done already acted a fool. What you want,
I had lost all respect for that dude.
Yeah.
All 100% respect. Because you got a double standard. You was talking about somebody not doing something, but then you do the exact same thing. You walk off the court.
And that's what I'm saying. So he has a huge how would they call it? His ex-players, peanut gallery. He has a huge peanut gallery led by Diana Taurasi and a host of other ones that, they're gonna go to the end of the world with Gino. You know what I mean? There you go.
My bad.
Even the coach of the men's team, he made a statement, also, this is the greatest guy I've ever met. He's a coach. They're gonna go to bat for Gino. You already know this. And that's what starts that peanut gallery with saying ball don't lie. That's why I started that statement when G started talking about it. They were saying karma and ball don't lie. That's what they're worried about now. They're not worried about the actions of Gino. At this point now, it's ball don't lie. And that's where they are. They're happy that South Carolina didn't win.
But let that shoe have been on the other foot. Let Don Staley had done what he did last year when UConn beat him.
We all know that the line is drawn differently for her. Hey, listen, we know that. We know she has to always take the high road. How Michelle Obama says she always has to fly. She always has to fly higher. Now, am I upset that she got upset saying that she'll kick his ass? I kick it. She was upset, because you just accused me of something that I didn't do. But you want them to be able to hold themselves, because they'll throw Don to the wolves in a minute. We understand that.
Yeah, and I think, and
All right.
and, and we'll move on to this game that they just played because we got to give UCLA their due as well. But I think in a game, it's common for the team that lost before to root against the team that played, that,
Oh, yeah,
that went
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and so that is part of basketball, that is part of sports, that is part of competition. I just don't like the the karma aspect of it all. I just don't believe in that part. I don't believe that part of it is karma. And unless I guess you say, you was talking trash when you walked off the court and blah 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 stuff like that. Well, none of that going on, And I don't I don't see it as karma, man. And I just think they're misplacing that word. Um, you can say you happy they lost, but I don't think karma has anything to do with
So look, and I'm gonna say this here. We over the past couple of years, and it's been a couple of years, when they play a South Carolina team, that UConn team got that peanut gallery behind those players
that. Mm-hmm.
in bulk, in masses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those girls are back there, so
Mm-hmm.
it ain't gonna stop.
It's not gonna stop, it is turning into a rivalry. Obviously,
Yeah, they added Paige to that group this year. Paige was back there, so
she was back there.
yeah, she was sitting next to Maya Moore. They all came. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm not saying Maya, talking. I'm just saying
Right,
the
yeah,
peanut gallery is getting bigger and bigger every year. With UConn.
All right, man. So, South Carolina takes care of UConn, and then they play in the championship game today. And it just didn't go. It just didn't go South Carolina's way today, man. UCLA played an outstanding game from the jump, man, and just
They were just better, or this is a better day.
It was a better day. It was a better day, man. That I think it says a lot about having seniors in your lineup. I think everybody on their squad was not everybody, but I think everybody who scored a point was a senior on their team this year, man. So, OG, man, we'll start with you. I know it's a tough loss for you, man, but tell me what you saw in this game, man, and what could have changed.
I mean, like you say, I'm not gonna take anything from UCLA. I mean, UCLA played a heck of a game. I mean, they beat South Carolina in every facet of the game where South Carolina usually wins, and man, that's on rebounds. They out rebound South Carolina 49-37. They had 21 offensive rebounds. South Carolina had 17. But South Carolina only shot 29% from the field, 13% from 3-point. UCLA shot 43% from the field and 42% from 3-point. So basically, what UCLA did, they put the defense on South Carolina like South Carolina put the defense on UConn Friday night. I mean, they came ready to play. I mean, they just outplayed South Carolina. I mean, the highest score was Tessa, and she had 14. No other player, well, I take that back. McKeer had 11, but Lansing had 4, Raven had 3, O'Cott had 6, Joyce Evans had 8. I mean, they just put the clamp down on South Carolina. Cool. And like I said, I can't take anything away from them. They play, and I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. And I had a family dinner, so I didn't see the game real time. I came home, started watching the game.
Yeah.
My wife said, "You don't watch it already?" Yeah, it was 30-point win. I mean, they beat them by 30 points. I scrolled to the end, saw the end of it, and shut it down.
Oh man, Corey,
I'll be straight up honest with you, but
yeah. Do you think the rivalry of the game before in the Final Four against UConn took energy out of South Carolina for this game right here?
I want to say no, because Dawn Staley does a good job on keeping her team focused. If it did, it'd probably be a small percentage. But big shout out to Coach Corey Close. She said she came out with one game plan against South Carolina. She said she wanted to have a dominating inside presence on them, which, like OG just said, they kind of did. And then the other goal on the offensive side was to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, with those experienced players on the team, they did a great job with the threes. They had a plan and they stuck with it. And I this is the first, she said this is the second, worst loss in South Carolina's history in about 10 years, you know. And they just said, let's stick with our plan. And then when she said we wanted to suffocate defense on the inside, that's what she just said. Let's get them on the inside, and it obviously worked. For the first time, somebody did a good job, and just so happens this was the last game of the season to do so. So if you put all your chips on the table, you better roll it. You know, better hit those numbers. So
42% from the three.
42?
Yeah, 42 from three is remarkable.
42% from three.
Yeah, that's remarkable. That's you shooting that.
All five starters was in double figures.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. So
I can't take nothing away from them.
Yeah.
Bad as I want to, you can't take nothing away from them. They just flat out outplayed South Carolina.
UCLA
was disappointing because it's back-to-back. Yeah, back-to-back blowout games with South Carolina, but hey, I'm still that number one fan. I ain't going nowhere.
That's what's up. UCLA's first championship in NCAA history. I mean, they have one, you know, they have two, but this one in the NCAA, man. So congratulations goes to the UCLA women Bruins on a great season, 38-1 for the season, man, and a plethora of seniors that should go to the next level, man. So
let me throw something out real quick on the highlights. So in the first quarter, South Carolina only scored 10 points. Second quarter, they got 13. Third quarter slowed down tremendously. They only had 9 points in the third quarter. So their defense got even more stifling. And then they kind of picked it up. They got 14 points in the fourth, but consistently UCLA 20 points, kind of slowed down 13. I mean, they had 15 in the second, 25 in the third with that 9 point from South Carolina, which was like I said, a huge transition. And by that time, when South Carolina finally, you know, like say for example, when they got you on the rope, your coach tend to figure it out, but by that time they were down, you know, tremendously, and it took a lot to get back. So, yeah. The first three quarters, like you just said, UCLA did their job. So
they do and they run an offense, man. That's constantly moving. So usually they don't change much. I mean, if you know UCLA basketball, it's a lot of cutting backdoor stuff, and so they get a ton of layups and a lot of open shot because that ball continues to move. So it's a very well constructed team that they have over there that Corey Kloska has over there, man. So great job by putting this team together, and the MVP of the tournament, man, Betts, she came back for this year to come play with her sister. So I thought that was a touching moment as well, man.
So they're gonna lose their whole squad this year?
A bunch of them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
think they said what they got six.
They got 5
6 or 7
seniors, right?
Yeah, like 6 or 7 seniors right there.
Seniors.
So we can. So I'm not going ahead of myself here, but do y'all expect to see UCLA next year?
I don't know what their draft class look like, but that'd be tough, man. Lose all that. That's a lot of firepower.
Yeah,
a lot of firepower.
Other teams do it.
Yeah.
But not when you got y'all just said all of them are seniors.
Yeah. I mean, and they played well last year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They were in the Final Four last year, so that same squad was in there last year. So they have I guess the upcoming class is pretty decent, but to say they'll be back again next year, that's gonna be a tough one. You can't lose that much and then be right back, man. So we'll see. I would love to see him be back, though. I would love to see.
We have an answer for him. We have an answer for him next year. We're gonna get Corey Kidd back. We got Sanaa Fagan coming back. They're trying to get Ocut to come back. We got a jam up freshman coming in. So but who we gonna really miss is Raven. We're gonna really miss Raven.
Raven was tough, man. I thought she was gonna break down. She held it together, man. She held it together. All right, man. Good first segment, fellas, man. We'll go ahead and go into our second segment before we do, man. Let's get our wonderful sponsor, Cooking Dad Drip Reviews. Cooking Dad.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's Drink Reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our second segment. All right, man, let's go ahead. We're gonna stay in basketball. Let's go to the NBA. And as you see on the bottom screen, man, I got a list of how our Eastern Conference standings are looking and our Western Conference standings are looking. And I want to know let's talk about the West, because you see the injuries that have happened for the Los Angeles Lakers, who are in the 3rd seed. They'll be without Luka Doncic for some time, and now AR as well, man. At this point right now, they're the 3rd seed. They will be going against Minnesota if they were to start today. But Minnesota, and I believe Minnesota and Denver, well, Houston and Denver are neck and neck as well.
So Denver is 50-28, Houston 48-29.
So they're neck and neck, man. For the for the Lakers, they're only one game ahead as well with Denver, so they're right there. Can they hold off Denver without Luka and AR there? And what is the best matchup for them to go into the playoffs?
Best matchup for the Lakers?
For the Lakers, yes. So if they're in the 3 seed, they'll play 6. If they're in the 4 seed, they'll play 5.
So Minnesota is right there. Phoenix is 3 games behind them. Houston is 2 games ahead of Minnesota. So that's a big heavy turnaround from So I think Minnesota is locked in. That's my point. You're gonna have to go against Ant-Man if it started today.
But they're only a half a game up on Denver.
Who? Lakers?
Lakers.
Oh, you saying would I want to see Denver play Minnesota?
Yeah. So will the Lakers fall to 4 and then end up playing, or which one do you think is the best fit? And can LeBron hold them off, man? I know it's acting a lot for a 41-year-old, but he's been playing at a high level. What they say?
There's only 2 games left, right?
Is it 2 or 3?
2.
What you're saying is that even if it's 2 or 3 games, Lakers probably lose these last 2 or 3 games and move below Denver.
I'm just asking. I'm not saying.
Yeah, I think that's what you're saying. You trying to say can LeBron hold them? And
the Lakers got the Warriors.
They got the Mavs.
They got who?
They got what?
They say the Warriors Thursday and the Jazz Sunday. Oh no, they're playing the Mavs now though.
They're playing the Mavs now, so these are all winnable games.
Yeah, because the Warriors are
Curry's back with the Warriors though.
He's the only one. I mean, it's like they beat up though. The Warriors are beat up. Warriors is in 10th spot. Warriors not gonna even get in the playoffs, right?
I mean, they in the play-in. They gonna make the play-in.
Who they close to? You said it's the Denver. Denver has got.
They're not in the play-in, are they? Number 10. Number 10, yeah.
Denver's got the Grizzlies and the Spurs.
Ooh.
But with the Spurs, how far ahead of the Spurs? Would they play hard in that game?
Yeah, nah, the Spurs are second. They can't get up to first.
Spurs got 59-19.
Yeah, they 3 games behind.
OKC.
So yeah, they can't catch them. Ooh. So
I know
Lakers in trouble. OG.
He said Lakers in trouble. That's basically it. Let's keep it a buck.
Uh-oh.
Also, Jane
just said they're struggling against the Mavs. They're down by 6 against the Mavs.
Because the rookie MVP, rookie of the year, has been balling. You know what I mean?
51 the other night, right?
Yes, sir. He been doing his thing, but I hate to make this about the Lakers or whatever, because going against Ant-Man, and they're still Ant-Man, they're doing the same thing they did last year. They need somebody else. They need a big, or they need somebody else that can help too. But it'll be the same way we talked about it last year. You're gonna beat yourself up in this first round. If you do make it, then you're gonna expend all your energy trying to get to that next round, and you end up getting mollywopped, you know.
Yeah, they
So.
send Ant-Man into the playoffs. So they just getting Ant-Man ready for the playoffs. He ain't playing. They sat that man down because he was on the toilet when the game was about to start. It's like they're making up any excuse not to play Ant-Man right now.
He's sick,
yeah, he's sick. All kind of stuff, man.
Then he get on the bench and he just cheering like a little girl. Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. So
he's not acting like Giannis then.
No.
But
What explain yourself. What you mean? Acting like Giannis? Let everybody know, OG.
Because Giannis was pissed they wouldn't let him play.
he wasn't doing that at all. He wasn't doing that at all. He on the bench. He cheering. He just didn't play.
Got his feet up. Everything. He over there chilling. I'm with OG though, man. I think the Lakers in trouble, man. That's a tough place to be in, man. Without the guy who's probably playing the best out of maybe anybody in the league in the month of March, man. Luka was playing outstanding, and but not having him out there, the closer for you, and AR, got the mid-range assassin.
So both of these guys won't be back until the start of the playoffs, is what they're saying.
Correct.
They just shut them down. Okay.
Yeah, they shut them down, and we don't know how Luka's hamstring will be after that. Y'all remember he had a hamstring problem before and tried to play with it and didn't do well last year. And let me ask y'all too, OG, man, is this an issue with Luka Doncic? He kind of came in in the best shape that he's been in, and he's still not making it out 82 game season.
Did you expect him to make 82 games though?
He was upset because they traded him, so he wanted to come back in the best shape of his life and came back. And came back in really good shape. Looked like it. Yeah. But once again, man, he at the end of the season, he's not finishing out, man. So is this a real problem? Did the Dallas Mavericks make the right move, man? Getting rid of him.
I don't know. I know one thing this says right here, due to missing 65 game threshold, his agent is expected to apply for extraordinary circumstances challenge.
Huh?
To maintain eligibility is what ESPN is reporting.
Wow, what does that mean?
That means they trying to go outside the rules and put him back into the MVP race because he didn't make the threshold.
Oh, the 65 game. Okay.
Yeah. Because you know what that means.
Yeah.
That take away from your max contract too, because you can't get on the All NBA team.
Yep. That threshold.
Yeah.
You know what? When you were talking about regrets
in your pockets.
Yeah. I mean, they may regret it, G, to answer that question. But
which team?
The Mavericks.
Okay.
The only reason why I say
them. Okay.
And I say that because Mark Cuban said he regrets selling the Mavericks to the Adelson and Dumont families. And he said they're not doing them right. He probably would have still been there. He said he blamed it on the Dumont and Adelson families that let him go. They just treating this like business. They're not treating him, like a family person and give him a little leeway, let him play here and there, or better coaching or whatever. But he said that there's a big divide between the controlling owners and management. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't know if Mark would have still wanted to stay owners or maybe found a better relationship owner. But he came out. I don't know if this was. Let me see. It was like maybe a week ago. He just said at the point, the sale was it was financial pressure to sell the team, but he just said he wished he wouldn't have sold.
I think, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think it's very difficult for for owners to be a corporation. And what I mean by that, more than one person. You get a whole bunch of people, a group of people, and y'all come in and y'all buy a team. Because you have so many different I don't know if your values are all the same or your expectations are all the same. And you know you want to get on the same page, but you got one person over here. I'm the business. He's thinking about the business part of it all, and mostly, honestly, probably all of them are. They're trying to think about what's the way we can make the most money off what we just bought. You know, they're not thinking about let's try to win championships. Hey, this thing brings in how much money they bring in a year? Man, yeah, I'm a invest into that. Yeah, I'll buy it. Yeah. They're not thinking about what it takes to make a winning organization for this team. I mean, for this city.
You said that you've had businesses before. Would it piss you off? Because like right now, they say he still owns 27% of the stake, but he has. Whenever you come up and try to say something, hey, look, we need to do this. You just got 27%. We're the deciding factor here. These two families over here. You don't own 33%. You own 27%. Mm-hmm. And we break off the other two, shares, bulk of the shares. Mm-hmm. And I think his frustration lies that way. Would you be frustrated if you're trying to get this back to what you were just saying and you can't? When you come, would it frustrate you? Of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you sold it.
You sold it.
Yeah.
You made a choice.
Yeah.
Live with the choice you made.
Yeah. And I still don't understand why he did
it. He was saying there's financial pressure at the time, but how does a billionaire have financial pressure? I have no idea. And you sell that much percentage of a team. Mm-hmm. I don't know if his other businesses were faltering and he needed the Mavericks money to get him out, but I really don't know. But to sell that much,
that's a lot.
He was a good owner.
Yeah,
too many Shark Tank adventures.
And so he cared. He cared about he cared about winning, and I don't know if this new regime cares about winning as much. Yeah. And I think it's affecting the outcome of what the Mavs are getting. Like, yeah, they're getting good players in, but it takes more than just good players. I think everything runs from the top. If the top's not running well, then the bottom's not gonna run well. And I think that's in any business. You gotta have the top running well.
It doesn't say why he sold. It just says here, in 2023, he sold majority stake, $3.5 billion, driven by a desire to partnership with experts in real estate and a casino gaming owner. That's why he sold that much in order to add casino.
That's right. He wanted to do casino stuff. I do remember that. He's trying to go make some more money.
That's okay. So that's what it says here. And they said he had pressure from those owners, and they came to him with $3.5 million to retain. He said, but they allowed him to retain 27% stake and oversight of basketball operation. But the ownership and commitment to the team belonged to the Adelson and Dumont families.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Right. So James Littlejohn said it's a win for the Lakers regardless, and he's talking about the Luka Doncic trade.
Yeah.
I guess it is a win for the Lakers because considering who they traded.
I still wonder, like, are we going to be a championship team? Are you going to be a championship team?
You said we.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when LeBron.
You bet.
When LeBron leaves.
No. That man set up.
Yeah.
Good.
Like
he said,
I heard.
Yeah. Because I know LeBron leaving soon, man. He's leaving soon.
Not before Bryce gets
there. That's all you get to pin on right now. Now you still down on the man.
Not before Bryce gets there. He wants to play both cheer.
That's all you got to depend on right now, and then you can still be down.
Man. People say I got a perfect top not running well example, but I'm gonna be silent.
How you gonna say that and then gonna be silent?
We know what he talking about.
He had a perfect, not top notch, not top.
Yeah. You know. So, all right, man. I think the East is probably gonna be more entertaining and interesting than the West this year. I'm excited to see what our Hawks are gonna do in this playoffs.
Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
I think the Hawks are the scariest team in the playoffs.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So,
don't do it.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at
No,
that.
I'm gonna say don't ruin it, G. Don't ruin it. But look, I would say this here. I love 45 and 33. I do.
45 and 33. I don't think we've had that record, that good of a record in
how long?
Some years. At least 15 years, 15, 20 years.
Okay, so don't do it. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it. Yeah. We're number 5. We're number 5 right now.
I missed what you said. What you say about the Hawks?
They're the scariest team in the West. I mean East.
In the East, yeah.
Oh yeah. In the East.
The Hawks is the scariest team in the East.
In the East. That's a team you don't want to see. You don't want to see the Hawks.
They burning hot right now, man. I don't want to over talk it. That's what I'm saying. Look, my head getting tingling on the top, and I don't have no hair. Yeah.
Defensive wise, I think we've made the most threes we've ever made in the history of the Hawks. This is a team, man. This is a team that they have closers, they have mid range, they have 3-point shooters. They play defense now. It's a team that's gonna be pretty scary, man. It's that number 4 seed, Cleveland. They shaking in their boots right now.
And we played them twice.
Yeah.
We played Cleveland back to back, and then Miami.
Yeah, they shaking in their boots, man. Because right now we'll match up with them right now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
And so I don't think they want to say. I don't want to see them Hawks.
So I think I want to talk about this. But I mean, y'all pretty high on the Hawks right now. So I mean, what do y'all?
Don't do it on G. Move on.
I was going to document a little something here. That's all.
No, we're not documenting nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. Don't mess this up for me. Don't do nothing.
All I did was ask a simple question. How they doing?
Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this?
Let me just put this out.
I document like this. I just don't say episode 63. I'm typing.
Don't overdo his statement now. He just said a dangerous team. OG, that don't misconstrue what he's saying. We didn't say championship. Hottest. I said
I didn't say the hottest.
I said hottest. He said dangerous. We hot right now. We are.
Yeah.
He said the most dangerous team in the East right now.
Yeah. Most dangerous. Can you think of a more dangerous team in the East?
The team that probably will win the East.
Detroit?
Boston. No, Boston.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, we just beat Boston.
I would. Don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so y'all just beat Boston, but has the playoffs started yet?
No. We talking about dangerous. I just talking about dangerous. Yeah, that's all. I'm just talking about dangerous.
Beat Boston and Detroit.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's good. DJ, look. So that's what I'm saying.
Cade Cunningham out.
That's your fault. That's his fault. It's his fault. Be out, but listen. I'm standing on. Look, if you want to do this real quick, OG, we can. I'm with G here. They are right now. You don't want to see these Hawks. You don't. And if you at the 5 spot right now, with these 3 games left, and how tough they've been playing, there's a whole nother team 25 games ago. This team that we're looking at right now is they're focused. Remember when we were trying to figure out if Trey Young was going to be a detriment? No. Coach Q has figured this thing out. I'm severely impressed with how the last 25 games have gone, OG.
I'm just trying to recollect and go back a little bit.
No need to recollect. Don't find no trash. Talk about right now.
When Trey first left, there was a lot of skepticism and speculations, right?
Yeah.
And now we turned that card over.
We've got an opportunity to see now.
Just
Now we have
understand.
some. Now we have some footage. We have some film. We've able to see exactly how they'll look with this new revamped Hawks lineup that we have, and how it plays out, and it's worked. So we have to give credit to the management team, the coaching staff, and what they did with the pieces that they brought in. And so I think of course you're skeptical about how it's going to look just on paper, but when you see what they're having vision and you see it play out, now you can decide and analyze it a little different now. That's all.
Okay. So I just want to understand what Interscope is saying. So Interscope said Detroit, and then Interscope said Detroit is on another level. The East will run through them. So Interscope is it Interscope? Let's see what the word I want to say. Atlantean?
ATL, whatever you want to call it.
Alien? How you gonna say it?
And honestly, OG, that's fine. That's why I said I didn't want to overtalk this. That's fine. You can call them the best team you want to.
I took a little bit too far, Kobe. I apologize. But I did document what y'all said at episode 63 at about 56 minutes in. So I can go back and recollect what y'all said.
Detroit is a very tough squad, and guess what? And with the Hawks where they are, they wouldn't have to see them, until maybe the third, maybe the Eastern Conference Championship, maybe, So you never know. But what I will say is bringing in a CJ McCullough, bringing in a Nikila Alexander Walker, and bringing in a Gabe Vincent. All these people have tremendous and long tenured playoff experience, and they all know how to close. And so adding them to your roster, and Jalen Johnson's been in a couple playoff games himself, and so I'll take my chances with this Hawks team that we got, man. I think this Hawks team has proven that they can play with anybody, and I think when a 7-game series, give me Coach Snyder, man, in this Hawks squad, man. Let's see what we do.
We play New York next. I like, let's say for example, with Dyson Daniels. He said I'm stepping up to the challenge. I'm working hard on my deep. This guard, this dude is doing what he's supposed to do. He was, this is round 1, pick 8. You know what I'm saying? We're getting our money's worth out this kid. But I'm just saying, OG. I know me and NFL, we probably look at this thing different. Detroit is this year on a different level, but this last part of the season, the Hawks are on a different level too. All you gotta do is get hot at the right time. I think we've all said that before. Get hot at the right time. Yeah, James. Gabe been playing too.
Yeah, and it's goal, man. And it's goal. Honestly, that was me. I had him as just a little better doggone. What was my guy I love so much? John Collins. I was calling him a little better John Collins. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I was wrong. That cat has shown me. I was worried about his mid-range game. That man has started knocking down that mid-range. He's a double each game, but he's not just a scoring machine, man. He fills up that stat box. He's rebounding, he's assisting, he's stealing the ball, he's blocking shots, he's playing defense, he's scoring 25. He's giving you everything, and being a leader on the court, mentally, physically, and emotionally. He's what my guy Mike Prince like to say, galvanizing. He's galvanizing this team, man. That's so. Yeah, so I love what I'm seeing out of Jalen Johnson, man. So, end up score, man. You're right, bro. I was on him hard, man, and I was wrong. I was wrong. He's shown me maybe he was being held back by Trae Young being there. Maybe he's able to spread his wings now. Let me spread my wings, and he's spreading his wings, man. So,
ladies and gentlemen, did y'all something a record we just made history tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Which was?
Galen Wright came out and admitted he was wrong about something. Y'all need to write this down.
I have no problem with it when I'm wrong, man. But one thing I'm not wrong about is Cooking Dad drink reviews. Cooking Dad.
You know, everybody drink responsible.
You won't want to take the opinion of a stranger. That type of advice is just not for you, because you're at that time of the day where you don't want to waste your money, and your plan is to throw back a shot or two. You're not necessarily an alcohol person, and picking out a brand is fairly new. If you want something to go with your burger, possibly a steak, then check out Cooking Dad's drink reviews. Remember, drink responsibly and click that subscribe too, and go with the one the crew and you trust. Cooking Dad's drink reviews.
Thank you, Cooking Dad Drink Reviews, for being a wonderful sponsor of our very last segment. All right, fellas, man, let's go ahead and jump into some NFL football, man. We haven't talked football in a minute, man. So let's talk a little bit of football. Let's get into some contract talks, man. We talked a little bit last week about contract talks with the NFL refs, but today we're gonna talk about contract talks with my Dallas Cowboys and David Mulugeta and George Pickens. George Pickens is now on the franchise tag. He has not signed the tag yet, though. But he has not signed it yet. But he is still on the tag per se. All right. Everybody knows David Mulugeta was Micah Parsons' agent as well. And so OG brought this to our attention last week, man. He wanted to know, are we going down the same road as the Cowboys did last year, dealing with this situation, man? And could there be a possibility of the same thing happening to George Pickens that happened to Michael Parsons? That pretty much, OG, everything you wanted to talk about?
Except for, why does your owner have a hard time talking and rationalizing with this agent? He made the statement that Pickens would be better off coming to talk to him by himself. Why does he want to continuously go around this guy? It's not the first time. Why? Everybody said that it was he say she say about Parsons as far as what Parsons agreed to, what the case may be. But ultimately, it's still the same agent. Most owners deal with the agent and don't deal directly with the players in most cases. But Jerry Jones came out and said that Pickens would be better off coming to him directly than dealing with him. That's when that guy you said that's a long time reporter or something for Dallas gave Jerry Jones that crazy look. Like, really? You saying that? When he said it. So what is it about this agent that he want to deal with?
And I honestly I don't know, because he's dealt with him. Like Malik Hooker is his agent as well, and that's our starting say. We just signed him last year to a 2-year deal, extension of a 2-year deal last year. So I'm not sure what it is with the mega names, the big name players, but he did come out and and say that he has plans of keeping him long term. But he did say they haven't spoken still. And I know that deadline makes deals. And that's always been the Cowboys' mantra. Deadlines make deals. So do I think it's going to happen? Honestly, I do. I think but because I think both sides wants to be there.
Is Mulagala a black dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I have a statement that may clear up a few things here.
Okay.
So Jones said that he needs to do a better job of not getting involved. And then Mulagala had said for years he's poked fun at Jerry Jones. He said, I've been on record and I called him a country fried corn pone, Little Rock door-to-door salesman, jibber jabberer. And Jerry didn't like that. He said, I don't like the way you try to sales talk me. Then so Mulagala was saying that as a person of color, Jerry doesn't like to deal with a person that has a little sense. I'm just kind of paraphrasing what he's saying here. And that's why he's saying when he called him a country fried corn pone, Little Rock door-to-door salesman, he said, I don't try to sell me. We're talking about my agent here. I'm an agent. I know what I'm doing. We're talking about my person that I'm representing. That's why Jerry he's like, I don't want to talk to him. I'd rather talk to the player. Now I'm gonna ask you, G, as the former, or not saying former, as the foremost Dallas person on this thing here. Does Jerry have a problem talking to intelligent people of color?
I cannot answer that because I guess I can't answer that. No, not at all. No.
Okay.
He speaks to that I know of. Speaks to several of them. Like Derek Eagleton.
His agent?
No. Derek Eagleton is the like the head person over Cowboys social media.
Okay.
But Will McClay he's a what I call our general manager. He's the one make all our decisions for our player personnel. So I don't think so. I wouldn't say. But let me say these are the only people that I know that he speaks with constantly, and they have a great rapport. I don't know any other outside of the Cowboys organization that he talks to. Just because I don't know of anybody else that's out there besides David Mulageta, that you can say is a African American guy.
So when he said that Parsons he said when I was talking to Parsons, I felt like it was a kid going back and forth between two parents, and that's what in Mulagala. I keep messing up his name. He was like, "This is a grown man talking here. You can't keep calling. Don't talk down to these players like they're children."
And that's not what I think. I think they're misinterpreting what he was saying. So what I think he's saying is, how you have one parent, you have another parent, and then you be like, well, my dad said I can go. Then you be like, nah, but I said you can't go. So that's what he was saying. He was like, well, you're saying one thing, and then you go, well, mom said I can do this, so I'm doing this right here. And so they're going back and forth. That's what that's the analogy I guess he was trying to use.
I'm gonna say this last thing, and I'll let OG finish taking this. But remember, this is what they're saying now. I said the Black Dallas fans are disturbed behind Jerry Jones, how he comments things, how he comes off. This is not the first time he said some off the wall stuff. I'm about to say the wrong word, but in his older age, he's getting to say things. When he was talking about one kid's penis, he got a 10-inch. Some of this stuff is getting kind of out of hand lately, G.
I haven't heard that. I haven't heard anybody
say
that. No, I haven't heard that either. But I haven't heard anybody say they were.
You talking to Jamie Foxx? You remember that when Jamie was at practice and before the draft, and they were talking about some of the guys said, "I'm gonna get this guy. He has a 10-inch. It's a stud right here."
I don't remember. I heard that. I heard that one.
What?
No, I heard that.
I sent it to the group.
Yeah,
go
ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, OG.
So what I'm gonna say is this record is continuously playing.
Mm-hmm.
With
What
this
record?
agent.
What is
This
age right
record
here?
of we gonna sign him. We have all intentions of signing him. That's the same thing they said about Parsons. You got on here. You said I'm sure they go sign Parsons. I'm sure they go sign Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimately, they didn't sign Parsons.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's singing the same song with Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Same song.
I think,
And
and
you,
I
saying
think,
the same thing. I believe he goes sign.
I think the things went sour with Parsons when Parsons started rebelling against the organization. When he started acting up in practices, he started laying on tables and stuff like that in practices. I think that really and the whole situation with he thought they had a deal. I think they are kind of similar, but then there's differences also in the contract negotiation. Like Pickens and Jerry Jones, they ain't haven't had that conversation. Like Parsons and Jerry did. So they never had that conversation of where, yeah, I'm gonna deal with this. Like that, this is all I'm asking. I'm not asking to break the bank. This is what I want. You give me this amount, and we good to go. They didn't have that conversation with Pickens, and so that's why I think it's kind of different. But can they make a move? Can they move them on? They can. I don't. So I believe and I hope that they keep him, but they put a contingency on this thing where we can get 2 first round draft picks for Pickens. If somebody gives us that deal, I can see them taking that too.
This year, first round draft, 2 first this year.
It'll be one this year and one next year.
But
Do
then
y'all have a first round pick this year?
We got 3. We got 2 this year. Yeah.
What happens Pickens
from Michael Parsons? Huh?
What happens to him signing the 10-year? The franchise tag.
He just sit out, but he'll still be under the Cowboys. The Cowboys, yeah.
The rights will still belong to the Cowboys.
Cowboys, right? Yeah, he still belong to the Cowboys.
I guess it's just coincidental. You got 2 high caliber athletes that's up for quote unquote big deals under the same agent, and you say it's not exactly the same. But it's pretty close to being the same. It may not be the exact same conversation going on, but for Jerry Jones to come out and say the same thing, kind of like he said with Parsons about leaving your agent out of it, to me that's the same. With the same agent.
So yeah, so like I said, the difference is he never had a conversation with Pickens, so he don't know what Pickens want. He had a conversation with Michael Parsons. And Michael Parsons said, "This is what I want." But then Michael went to his agent, and he said, "No, we got to get more than that." And then that's where the issue came in at.
But what I'm saying is, it's still insinuating to whether he's talked to Pickens or not. It's still insinuating to leave your agent out of it. He said that leave your agent out of it, and you can make a bigger deal.
He said, yeah, you'll probably get a better deal if you didn't. But
right, but
it's not.
Again, leave your agent out. Like he tried to go to Parsons. He's saying now, you know more than I do. The word is he went to Parsons. Then Parsons went to his agent. Then that's when everything went to a turmoil.
Right. So this like this. So I come to you, OG. I'm like, hey, OG, man, you want to sell me? You want to sell me some golf clubs? All right. And I say, okay, yeah, hey man, I'm gonna sell you some golf clubs. And then I say I'll sell them to you for $100. And then I go back and I talk to my wife, like, babe, I'm gonna sell these golf clubs for $100. And she was like, $100, man, we paid $5,000 for these. All right, you got $400 now. So then you come back, you be like, hey, yeah, man, I'm coming to get them clubs. Well, nah, $400 now, man. Wait a minute, though. We just talked about you said you're gonna sell them for $100. He was like, "No, man, no."
Yesterday's price is not the
It's
same.
not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the same. And so
Yeah.
that's what Parsons did. He's not like, wait a minute, I'm not doing that, dog. Like, wait a minute, we had a deal. Why are you going to now
It's different.
change it up on
It's
me?
different. It's different, G. It's different. It's different.
It's in the same ballpark, though,
The
right?
difference is that the difference is that it's known that you deal with the players' agents.
No. So that's not known
So why?
like Jerry Jones has always done it. He's made deals with his players all the time. It's not known to do that. Like
Why?
because that's what he's done. That's how they run it over there.
Yeah. Okay. So
I mean, it don't make it wrong.
That makes it
If
right.
they've gotten deals done. Don't make it wrong.
And you also
So,
got deals.
but the players don't have a problem with the deal they get.
When they get it.
Yeah, and they don't have no problem with Dak Prescott, he didn't have a problem.
Y'all been on the string your high caliber athletes along. That's just
Like who? Like who?
Y'all did it with that. Y'all did it with CD.
And what did not happen when they got that deal?
What did I say? What was the statement I made?
You said they string them along.
Overstringing your high caliber athletes along.
And what did I say?
That's what I said.
And what did I say?
But you trying to jump ahead.
I'm not jumping ahead.
Yeah, you because I made a statement. I had made a statement about how y'all sign and treat athletes. I didn't say anything about whether they're satisfied with their contract. Because I didn't bring it up. I just talked about how y'all get to that point. You string them along. But you be on here saying they go sign this day, they go sign this day, they go sign this day, they go sign Parsons. Now you say they go sign CD.
And
most of the time you say they go sign on here, it don't happen when you say it's gonna happen.
But they do sign him though. The only person that didn't sign so far was Michael Parsons. That was the only person that didn't sign.
And you said at one point they're gonna sign Parsons.
Right, but that was the only. But it went sour. Like I said, when he started acting up in practice.
I didn't think he ever practiced.
Now, that's the whole problem. He wasn't practicing. He was laying on benches and laying on tables and stuff, and so that stirred him. That stirred the whole locker room wrong. But I'm just saying, I think this situation is a little different because I think Pickens is going about it the right way. I think Pickens is like, I'm not even talking to you. You gonna talk to my agent. Or I'm just gonna be on the franchise tag, and then you got to pay me again. Like,
yeah,
I think he's doing it the smart way. I think Michael Parsons he did it. He went about it the wrong way, and I think it bit him in the butt. Honestly, and I think it bit us in the butt at the same time. I didn't think we didn't plan on not having Michael Parsons last year. And I think it hurt both of us, honestly. But can I see it happening? Can I see George Pickens going somewhere else? Yeah. If somebody's willing to give up 2 first-round picks for him, but the word is people are not really wanting to give up a first round for him. They say he's a second-round talent. I don't see it. I think he's worth a first. I don't know about 2 first rounds, but definitely a first rounder.
I mean, he's a good player. He's not worth no 2 first rounds.
Yeah.
He said not worth no 2 first rounds.
Yeah. I mean, he's tough. But yeah, 2 first rounds a lot. 2 first rounds a lot. So, but if somebody want to get him, you got teams out there that has the capital to do it. The Jets, they have the capital. So if anything does get close to happening, look for the Jets to be a big player in that game. They have a ton of cap room. They have a ton of picks for this year, next year. So you can see a George Pickens in a New York Jets uniform, or maybe in Las Vegas Raiders. They got some picks as well. So speaking of Las Vegas Raiders, man, Kirk Cousins, Talking about agents, man. What a agent he got over there, man. Kirk Cousins, man, signs a 5-year, $172 million deal at 37 years old, and 2 years, 80 million guaranteed it. So he got at least 2 years. Do y'all think this means they're not going to pick up Hernandez? Isn't it Hernandez?
No,
Fernandez.
no, both not Fernandez. What's the kid's name?
Mendoza.
Barbosa. But yeah, Cardoza.
Gonzalez. Mendoza.
Mendoza. Yeah.
Yeah. Fernando Mendoza.
Man. Murder that kid name.
Fernando Mendoza. Or is he just going to be there to mentor him? And OG, go. I'm gonna ask you first, bro. Do you think that's a great person to mentor Mendoza?
It's not in my opinion, but he's a great person. Like they got him. I think is kind of smart on their part to not throw him directly into the fire, even though he's coming in off of national championship game, but and then the Big Ten is getting more talent now, but you're not forcing his hand right off the bat when he comes into the league like some teams have done.
Right.
Everybody coming in as rookie quarterback is not 100% ready to be on that hot seat. So if nothing else, you're giving him at least a few games, or however they want to plan it out for him to get that tutelage and get ready. So when he does come in there, he can be successful. So I think they still go draft the kid. I mean, that's their franchise. Kirk Cousins is not your franchise. I think Kirk Cousins is there for tutelage.
Okay. Corey.
Sir.
I know when Kirk came to you all, you didn't appreciate him being a mentor because he's like, man, he lost his job. How you gonna mentor somebody who's coming in? How do you feel about him being a mentor for Mendoza in Las Vegas?
And we're only speculating that this is what they do because, like I said, same time that we did it, they just paid more than we did. In a sense, we paid 150. They just paid 175. And I'll be straight with you. When Kurt was playing, when Kurt was not with all the shenanigans of having somebody behind him or whatever, Kurt did well. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the highest earning quarterback the NFL has ever seen. But at the same time, he's not a loser. He's not a loser. I ain't giving. Like I said, we had a wild time with him. With you bring somebody there, you think you're about to lose your job, and because like I said, we had no problems when we were 6-3, and then we end up, when we did well with him last year, we didn't towards the end of the season after Pickens got hurt. He did well. He didn't do, he just kicking butt or whatever, but he brought us back from obscurity, and then we didn't appreciate who he was. We didn't give him time. A lot of these teams do the same thing. They don't get a man time to be okay, to get to do the job that he said. He don't lose it for you. That's one thing I will give to Kirk. He's not going to lose the game for you. Now, if he's hurt, yeah, he did lose it for us. Because when he was hurt. I know that sounds like a crazy statement to say he don't lose it when he did lose because he was hurt. But what I'm saying was when he was healthy, he was okay. We brought him in for a reason because he had a high winning percentage and it beat out his losing percentage. So to answer your question, at this point, at 38 years old, and we're seeing more and more quarterbacks go well into their 40s at this point. You bring him in for these 2 years that you just guaranteed him that money for. You be a mentor to Mendoza, and let's see what happens after that. Yeah, now if they decide to not draft Mendoza and use that number 1 pick to get more picks, hey, Kurt will give them a year or two.
Okay.
You're not gonna have the number 1 pick no more, but Kurt will give you a year or two. So am I pissed behind it? No. Is it a good idea if they do it the way we were supposed to do this? then yeah. Because like I said, we put our kid in too early. He was supposed to be starting this year.
This year.
Yeah. He was supposed to be starting this year. Kirk, we would have had 3 years of Kirk, and he was supposed to be starting this year, but it didn't happen that way. Like I said, I know we can be a cluster mess as the Atlanta Falcons team, but I hope now listen. The last couple of moves the Raiders been doing, they kind of clustery themselves. If you bring in the number 1 pick and you get some good stuff for them, or if you make this team pretty decent, they may be okay. But the point is, am I messed up behind them bringing him in as a mentor? No. Did this man just pull off, his agent just pull off another? Hey man, I'm finna get you another bag. Yes. And now let me ask y'all this: is he worth that bag? And the answer is, and I know y'all can say it too, but the answer is yes. Well, for what's out there, yeah. And that's he's been at the right place at the right time with his agent, and his agent saying, "Who else you gonna get?"
Yeah.
And he's giving the bag because nobody else is out there.
Yeah, it could be like Pittsburgh.
What you mean?
In limbo again.
Oh, yeah. This crazy, but he went to Pittsburgh 3 times and they still didn't pick him. They didn't get it. But hey, man, he'll go where the money takes him. I will say that much. His agent was like, listen, just go to Vegas, finish out your years. They're not asking him to be a Super Bowl quarterback. Asking him to fill in before, like you said, Mendoza takes the helm. Show him how to become an NFL quarterback. Now, this is the crazy part. Mendoza is just like Penix. He got 6 years of NCAA football. This ain't no new cat that we're talking about here.
Yeah.
Where's your take, G?
I think it's good. I think it's a good bridge player, like NF Skull said, man. I think he definitely will help that team. I think he's somebody who knows the game. He can teach you the ropes. Same thing I was saying with Penix that he can do for Penix. I think he understands all coverages. I think he can help Fernandez out tremendously, man. Fernando Mendoza. And that first name Fernando, right? Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he can help Mendoza out.
The Spanish white looking kid.
he's a great locker room guy. He's always been there for the team. He's going to do things the right way. I think Kirk Cousins is a stand up dude, on and off the field, man. So I don't think you can find a better guy to mentor your rookie quarterback, along with, don't forgetting Tom Brady's over there as well as I guess part owner, for that team. So those great minds of quarterbacking skill that's in that building can do nothing but help Mendoza, man. So yeah, definitely, I think it's a great deal for the Raiders. I think they'll be I don't want to say a fool to get rid of that number 1 pick, man, because quarterbacks, they don't come a dime a dozen, man. You got to strike, while the iron is hot, man. I think he's a hot quarterback. He can make all the throws, and he's mature. And like you said, Corey, man, he's been there all 4 years. He's not a guy who's lacked playing experience, where a lot of these players that come out now, they get hot for 1 season and then people want to jump on them. This guy has been a starter, in college football for 4 years. So
is it 4 or 5? I thought he had 5.
Might be 5, maybe 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, you want to get a guy who's going to be mature, who's going to pick up stuff fast enough, and who's going to be a quarterback that can be that guy for a long time. Where you get these one-hit wonders, man, and they end up being journeymen. And so, yeah, I think so. Get it while you can, man. You get number 1 pick. You don't get number 1 pick often. You better make good do of it.
Right.
All right. Any more NFL? There's no new news on the referees. So I think that might be it for us, y'all.
What's up?
So anything else out there, crew? If not, man, episode 63 in the books, baby. Hey, man, great show. Great show. Great show. Where my stuff at? Well, let me get my OG on over here.
Yes,
man. Man, we appreciate everybody out there that have rocked with us today, man. Everybody that put the name in the chat, we appreciate y'all rocking with us. My guy, James Littlejohn, NF Skull, my cuz, Phil Harris, my dog, Roddy Littlejohn. Man, anybody else that was out there, man? We did not see your name in the chat, but we know you was out there, man. We appreciate you all rocking with us. Remember to check us out on Wednesday at 8 o'clock. OG's gonna be on a little bit of a hiatus, man. So y'all keep my brother in your prayers, man. And we will rock the show until my boy get back, man. So we love y'all, man. Remember to keep your head on the swivel and keep God first. Hey, happy Resurrection Sunday, man. He is risen. We love y'all. We'll see y'all on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, baby. We are out. Peace.